This is Pumulo here. Welcome, guys. Good evening. Welcome to Honorable Thompson Kunda's page. My name is Pumulo Stumbeko. I have been given this opportunity by Honorable Thompson to come here on his platform and talk about rural Zambia. Hi, guys. This is Pumulo here. I'm known as Queen Pumi. I have a Facebook page known as Queen Pumi, and I am also working with Honorable Matomola Likwanya in Lusaka, the Information Publicity Secretary for Lusaka District. I work with him on Motomola TV. So I'm here today on Mukushi TV as a speaker accorded this opportunity by Honorable Kunda. So I'm very excited to be here, guys. Share this video. I want people to hear my message. We are here to share information, share ideas, as well as make Zambia a better place. Hi, Kaila, how are you? Good evening. Kajoba, how are you? Yes, I'm here. We are here. We have work to do. So hi, guys. Share the page. Share the page. Good evening, Chalwe. Where are you watching me from? I am here in the United States. My time here is just after 12 o'clock. So share this page, guys. Share. We want people to watch this broadcast, and we are also trying to promote Honorable Kunda's presence on social media, because that way he can reach a lot of people all over Zambia. As you know, Honorable Kunda has a powerful message, and we are trying to promote his presence or his message. We are trying to increase his presence on social media so that his message can reach the four corners of Zambia. So guys, share this page, like Honorable Tom Kunda's page, like it, share it, and also follow the page. Our Honorable Kunda is very anointed. He has a powerful message, and I met him through social media because I've been watching his videos, and his message is very encouraging. So that's why I'm here today, guys. We are just here to, increase the social media presence of our Honorable Kunda, so we can increase his followers, and as well as when his followers increase, the message can be heard throughout Zambia and through the world. Like I'm here in United States, but I was able to follow him. Thank you. So we'll get started in a minute, guys. Share the video. Hi, Huston Kole from Luapula. I lived in Mansa. I know Luapula very well. Yes, tell me where you're watching me from. I lived in Mansa. My father, he worked in education. And so one time we were transferred to Mansa. So I lived in Mansa as well. I've been everywhere. I've been to all parts of Zambia except Chipata. Hi, Mwenya. Yes, Musa Banda from Copper Belt. Welcome, guys. Share this video. Share. Share in your groups. Share to your friends and family. Tag your friends and family. We are here to promote Honorable Kunda. He has a wonderful message and would like his message to reach all parts of Zambia. So that's why I'm here, guys. We are here to promote Honorable Kunda's social media presence. As you know, in Zambia, we have over 6 million people on social media. So social media is a very effective way to get in touch with all of you. So share this page, like this page, follow this page. The goodness of following the page when we go live or when Honorable Kunda goes live, you'll be able to get a notification and then you can watch the video so you don't miss out. Guys, Honorable Kunda is anointed. He's anointed. I don't even know him personally, but I've been following him through God's grace. We have been connected. So my message that I'm going to share today is about rural Zambia. So I'll try to speak in Bemba a little bit, but the whole point is, guys, we are here to share information. So if there's something that I'm sharing that captures your attention, take the message and run with it. Use the message that we are sharing here on social media to have discussions with your families, with your friends, with your colleagues. That's why social media is here, is to share information. So guys, share in your pages. I'm going to start very soon. I see Fumpa from Lumumbashi. I know, I haven't been to Congo, but I passed through the Pedico Road going to Mansa. So yes, yeah, our topic today, like I said, is rural Zambia. So I'm just waiting for more people to join, and then I'll get started. First of all, I'll talk a little bit about myself so you get to know who I am. Who is Pumulos Tumbeko or Queen Pumi? So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. And then from there, we are going to talk about the rural issues which Zambia is facing. So guys, share this video. We're going to have an awesome time. Yes, awesome time. You know, after after I finish my presentation, you guys can ask me questions. We'll be here, and then we can talk about issues that are affecting us in real time. So I thank God for social media, because I'm here in the United States, but I'm able to connect with anyone, all of you guys globally. I'm honored, and I thank you for spending your time to follow this page and watch this video. And please continue watching Honorable Kunda. He's powerful, he's anointed. As well as I also work with a few other upcoming politicians, such as Honorable Matomola and Michelo, and I can't remember a name, one young man. So myself, I always say, if you don't know me, I always say, my name is Pumulos Tumbeko, and I always say, if you are 30 years and under, you are my son, you are my daughter. So, and that's why I'm here, because Zambia's populace, majority of the Zambian population is the youth. Imiti kula empanga. So you, the youth, we want you to get ready to take Zambia forward. So this is a message I have from you. Hi, Daniel. So let me get started real quick, guys. Good evening. Welcome. Pumulos Tumbeko here. And follow this page. Follow Honorable Matomola. I also work with Honorable Matomola on Matomola TV. I do have a lot of videos there on Comrade Matomola and myself. So you can subscribe to our YouTube channels and then catch up with all the information that you have missed. So to get started, I'll talk a little bit about myself. My name is Pumulos Tumbeko. I am half Lozi, half Tonga, and I was born there in Mazabuka, but now I live here in the United States, and I've been here for the last 20 years. So my background, I'm a teacher. I worked at Chifubu Secondary School there in Indola, and a lot of my students are actually on live and they follow me. Yes, so I was a teacher. I trained to teach business subjects. So that's why I'm very much involved to seeing what's happening in Zambia economically, because I have the knowledge. I have the knowledge about trade, buying and selling, and you know, just what is involved to make a profit, because as you know, a country is like a business. A country is like a business. So, you know, that's a concept number one that we are all missing. All countries, their businesses, they buy and sell commodities. And we have seen that successful countries are successful because they have been mastered the art of trade. They have mastered the art of buying and selling, and also ensuring that the country has a profit. And when there's a profit, surpluses and all those things, then things will be better for the people. So in simple terms, Zambia is a business, and I am a teacher of commerce, so that's why I have the interest there. So that's my original career. I have several careers, you guys. So I went on voluntary separation. That was the IMF World Bank program. So I was the teaching salaries were very poor. So I was really young at that time. And then I decided to retire under voluntary separation, and I got a package. However, I am one of the retirees who have not been paid by GRZ. We have been fighting for our dues for the last 21 years. We were paid, but we were underpaid. So see, these are some of the issues that myself as a retiree and other retirees, pensioners are facing. And then so that's my transition from education. And then after I left teaching, I looked for another career, and then I immigrated to the United States. Coming to the United States, I have worked in corporate America. So I am a human resources administration person, and I am an administrator. So that's my career, and now I'm in the financial services industry. I work as an insurance broker. Fast forward, coming to present day, what am I doing currently now? What I'm doing currently now as a person is like, since I have many careers, I'm a teacher, I am a human resources administrator, and I am also a political advocate. And how did I become a political advocate? When the pandemic started, I had so much free time, and then I started going online and watching what's happening in Zambia. And then I was just shocked to say, oh my God. And then, I looked, was seeing what was happening. I think the thing that really made me post my first video is when we had the youths trying to protest, and they went in the bushes because the government sent Zambia police on the youths. So then I was really upset, and that's when I posted my first video. I think it was in July last year. And then from there, my online presence has just been growing, because I think that I have something to share with Zambians. I kind of just found myself sharing information. Some people in my life, my family members, they told me I didn't want to be involved in Zambian politics, but a lot of people confronted me and say, you know what? I think Zambians can learn from you. You can speak for Zambians. We need women to step up and speak for Zambia. And that's why I'm here. So I was motivated by my family after seeing what is happening to Zambians in the pandemic. I was just like, wow, I've been here 20 years. So it's like night and day, you guys. It's like night and day. And Zambia is a rich country. So that's how I started my political activism after seeing what's happening in Zambia during the pandemic, because as you know, we were in lockdown. So I had a lot of free time. I wasn't working for a while. A lot of companies were closed. Everything was slow. So I had a lot of free time, and that's how I started my political advocacy. And then recently, I just became a certified human rights consultant, meaning I am recognized. I studied the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights. I studied their rights and became a consultant to speak for people and advocate for people regarding their human rights. So I went into human rights because as Zambians, we don't know our rights. I think a few people know their rights, but it's a problem. A lot of Zambians do not know their rights. We are being oppressed, either in relationships, husbands and wives, either in marriages, parents oppressing their children, employers oppressing their employees. All those are problems that we need to address. And we can only address those problems if we know our rights. So I formed the Global Human Rights Alliance. We are headquartered right there in Zambia, Lusaka, and we are just taking off. We are just in inception stage. And our goal of the Global Human Rights Alliance, we have 4 goals of our alliance. So the first goal is to create generational wealth through knowledge empowerment to change mindset. That's goal number 1. So changing of mindset is really important, guys. And you can only change your mindset based on what you know. So I have taken it upon myself. We're a team. We have board members. We have trainers. If you want to work with this Global Human Alliance, you can contact me. It's non-partisan. We just want to bring information to all people around the world. At this point, especially Zambia, as we head to the general election, because it's very important that we know our rights. And the second goal is to have workshops all around the world to promote political literacy, and also train people to have these workshops and train people about, inform people about their rights. And also the other goal, very important goal of Global Human Rights Alliance, is to advocate for better maternity care and sanitary care for our mothers and girls. I am a mother here where I am. I'm also a grandmother. I had all my children in Zambia. And my first child, I went to a government hospital. Sorry, my first child, I went to a private hospital. But my other 2 children, I had them in a government hospital. And the conditions were pathetic. In Ndola Central, 1996. Mwari Bakoswe, the same story. I was saying Bakoswe, we have Koswe in the hospital. Kale bayamba Bakoswe mu hospital mwebantu. When I had my children, mwari Bakoswe. Nga wapapa fyo mwana obe kukuletelo mwana. Imagine, after going through labor, before you even recover, bakuletelo mwana. It's tough. So that's why I'm here. I'm like, no. Zambia is a rich country. We can't have this going on forever and ever. I'm a problem. Nale pitamo, when I was having my children also should have those problems, and my grandchildren. That's why I'm here, to advocate for change, to lobby so that women, we have equipment, facilities, we have ambulances to take our women to hospital to deliver their babies in a safe, clean environment. I've heard horror stories on Amayo in rural Zambia, papira mumpang. By the time they get to the clinic, nobody chooses when the baby arrives. Zumwana Africa. Zambia is a rich country. So that's why I'm here. And that is one of my passion to advocate for better maternity and the sanitary care. Mufipatala banamayo. Mwewa kwataba na bakashana. That girl child is a prized possession. Umwana kashingale kula fidiyanga, puberty nga yafika. Pay attention to your child. Pay attention to your sister. Pay attention to your neighbor, anyone in your neighborhood. When a girl is attaining puberty, it's sensitive time. You have to pay attention to them and make sure they need everything that they need, that they have everything that they need. Sanitary care. Who even thinks, we are in a pandemic now. People have lost jobs. The economy is tight. Who is going to think about getting a sanitary products for a girl? Nobody. So that's why I'm here to advocate, to say sanitary care should be free and available to every woman, every girl, especially teenagers who are not working. We have to take care of them. So that's my my goal number 3 under our alliance. And my last goal, guys, my last goal under my global human alliance is to end child homelessness and street kids. That is my goal. So guys, it breaks my heart. I come to Zambia almost every other year. Ukumona bana pamusebo, orphans, you know, grandmothers taking care of the children. That has to end. Zambia is a rich country. We have all these orphanages around Zambia. Abantu bale pangama orphanage mo bale ibile mpia. Instead ya kubuimpia abantu, people, they're getting donations for those orphanages. But what's happening is I am a donation in Gabapoka. Those orphans are not even seeing that money. Ama administrators ama orphanage mpia. So for me, I want to end child homelessness and street kids, and my plan is to mirror a program here bakunoku United States. There is no kid on the street. What they do is they promote foster care and adoption. You know, they promote foster care and adoption, meaning the government will give a monthly allowance to people who are ready to take in orphans or street kids. People are willing to take these kids in, but the problem is you know, they have no money to support themselves. How can they take in a street kid or a homeless kid? So that's my passion, guys. I want to end homelessness in Zambia. No kid should be sleeping pamsewo. No kid. And no kid should be in an orphanage. Muma orphanage, kids are being raped. Muma orphanage. So me, I'm against orphanage. And this is that's why I formed this Human Rights Alliance to lobby for these kids to be removed in the street. And we can even do kunovala pela like you can have like to 5 kids. Munga dama foster kids. Elo chiramwana bakpela $2,000. Chiramwana. So you buy their food, you do everything. You are just a foster parent. And then also there is also another route for adoption. But these orphanages, guys, I'm not in support of orphanage. If it's come orphanage, Phoebe, kids are being raped. Kids feel like they are not wanted by their community. Some kids, you know, their parents have died. They feel like, you know what? And then some of these administrators, Muma Orphanage, they are evil. They are mistreating Abanabanshiwa. I am against orphanage. So I am ready to work with the new government. When it comes in, I'm ready to use my knowledge that I have acquired here. I've been here 20 years. I know a lot of stuff. I know how these systems here are working, social services especially, to promote everyone's life. So that's what I'm saying, guys. So those are my goals for the Global Human Rights Alliance. You can find me on YouTube. I also have my Facebook page, and also I work with Honorable Matomola. As you know, he's currently in political detention. We are praying for him. I'm working with him. He is my young man. I love him. So now let me talk about to the real point I'm here. I want to talk about rural issues briefly. So I thank you, Honorable Thompson Kunda, for having me. You guys, it's amazing. When God is moving, it's just like, wow. I never dreamt. I've been following Honorable Kunda for the last maybe 2-3 weeks and reconnected last week, a few days ago, you know, and I am here today on his page. So share this video, guys. We want Honorable Kunda to be a global, to go on fire, to go viral, to touch everyone. We want him to be the voice for UPND. You know, public speaking is not for everyone. Public speaking is not for everyone. So if you identify someone who can capture people's attention, promote that person. And that's what I'm doing here. For me, Honorable Kunda You got my attention. That's why God made us connect. And I'm here today. And I just want to say that, you know what? God is just using people. And God is using social media to send this message across Zambia. Because if we are just like in our backyard talking to people, we are limiting ourselves. We are limiting ourselves. If you just go and, you know, take a video with your friends, or you go to a ward and take a video with 50 citizens, you are limiting yourself. Social media is a world stage. Everyone. I connected with the Honorable Kundam here in the United States. I haven't even met him, but God willing, we shall meet. And I look forward to that day. And why I've connected with Honorable Kunda is that he shares my vision, my passion, like our minds are the same. Honorable Matomola, I work with the young man. He's like my son. Our minds are the same. Our president, HH, I at first I was like, what's going on in Zambia? I didn't pick HH, but I listened to HH. I hear his message. I follow him. He's my president because he speaks my language. He shares my vision, guys. We have to look for a better Zambia. We have to look for a Zambia where our leaders are not selfless. Our leaders are not in it to how much money they can make out of it, you know? Just before I get into the main issue, I want to talk about, I've seen comments by some of the incoming MPs, how they want to drive a GX. We bakatula mutulolekishepo turefama GX ingatwa government. Like, really? You are in the wrong party. I'll say it again. You are in the wrong party if you want a GX before we even buy medicines. You haven't talked about how we are going to buy medicines in the hospital. You haven't talked about how we are going to fix our roads. We haven't talked about how we are going to make sure that every Zambian has a desk and a chair in a classroom. Have we talked about that before? And you are busy talking about how you want a VX. Guys, if I'm an aspiring minister, I'd rather take a taxi or a minibus. That is the mindset that we want to change. It's like we are here to build Zambia. We want patriotic Zambians who are selfless. Zambians are suffering despite that the fact Zambia is a rich country. The wealth we have, you guys, we can fix Zambia's problems overnight. Drinking tea, like chess. We just move money here, we move money here, there, and we solve problems, basic needs. You know, I talked about how I'm a human rights consultant. According to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, all human beings are equal. We are all made equal, and we are equal. We are all born free and equal. Yes, so all Zambians everywhere in the world, we are all born free and equal. There is no one who's special. No one. There is no special tribe. There is no presidential tribe. That's some nonsense. We are all equal and we are made fearfully and wonderfully in God's image. Okay? And before I start talking about the rural issue, there is one thing I want to address. I have seen people who are like, oh, it's okay, even if we have one tribe ruling Zambia. Excuse me, excuse you. There are 72 tribes in Zambia, 72. And if you have 2 tribes ruling Zambia, what percentage of representation of the Zambian population is that? It's less than 1%. It's less than 1%. I don't know. Do the math. Tell me, if we have 2 tribes ruling 72 tribes, what percentage of representation of Zambians is that? Does it mean all the other tribes in Zambia, they are down? I just said that we are all born equal. Nothing special about Nkanda. Nkanda fye. You know? Some of them, they are just human. Anatomy same. You know? We are all the same. So this thing of like, no, it's okay. Two tribes, even if we have one tribe ruling Zambia, those leaders, that is nonsense. I disagree with it 100%. There has to be tribal balancing, especially in the rural areas. You can't go and bring somebody just because he's a lozi, and depose him on a constituency. No, that's wrong. So many constituency mushangombo. There are no laws to run for that office. We don't want stooges. We don't want stooges. And you know what is different in the metropolitan areas? Kwati Mulusaka Fidia, Olokitwe, there are people who have been born Mulusaka Baikala Mulusaka. So you can have one tribe, Mulusaka Kitwe, in those big cities, but in the rural areas, it said no. Local people have to be given opportunities. And why Tulekana about having one tribe ruling is that, first of all, it's wrong morally, and then it's also wrong because overlook. So those 70 tribes in Zambia, they are all stupid. That's nonsense. It gotta change. We have, and that is like, that's why we are saying that's tribalism now. So me, I'm against it. And you know what, Zambians, we have to like wake up, because sometimes I see abantu alelanda if you should hey, you know, no. Kuno kuma country kufialo fimbinga, if you're addressing people, they will boo you. Nobody will even sit. They will statement. They will disappear. No one will sit and listen to your nonsense. And that's what Zambians must do. Apatulea nomba muku heading towards the August 12. Umuntu ngalela ndef shirondolwele. If shirondolweke koima mwamusha. Why should you sit there and listen to a divisive message? You know? Pari video I couldn't even hear, like, very dropping bombs, tribal bombs, Fidia. Like trashing the Tongas. And he's there, want to nabe kana na wakapokola na kumuchita arrest para pena left my stage paria under arrest. Say no to tribalism. Do not give people a platform to insult you. Na mwikala. If somebody if promoting a divisive message, and follow that person. I've seen where people here and making jokes about. Nothing is funny about what is happening in Zambia now, because people are dying. It's no jokes, it's serious business. People are even living longer. My job that I do, I work in insurance services industry. I help families. Sunday I'm meeting with it. I want to have pusana. I'm a clients 92 years. 85 years naikala eka. Managing her life, managing her finances. Why? Because the system has enabled them to thrive and live longer. We only have one life. So our duty should be to preserve that life. We have a good life. We preserve our life. And this can only happen if we elect leaders who are supporting, creating environment where we can thrive. Not chama leaders, bamoneka for election time. No, we want a different Zambia. Ba youth, twikatani. If we have senior youth and our junior youth like this, let's work together and deliver Zambia. Zambia is rich. So now let me go to my issues that I wanted to discuss. Rural issues, rural Zambia. Rural Zambia. Sorry guys, excuse me. Let me drink some water. So let me talk about rural issue. Thank you, Honorable Thompson. I cherish you. I cherish all the works you are doing there, meeting the people in their backyard. Is amazing. Like, I'm touched, I'm humbled. If I was there in Lusaka, I'm going to the field. Ngatuli wants some field. Yes. So what I want to talk about today is the rural issues. Like rural issues in Zambia are so underdeveloped. Rural Zambia is so underdeveloped. It's very, very much underdeveloped. And I'll just give you a personal life story. Let me give you a personal life story. So I went to school. Nasambirire Kukitwe, Pahelen Kaunda. That's where I was, from 1 to Form 5. Upon Nasambirire. And those days, kwali the so-called Vakajam. The emerald mines Vakajam. So ingana yako skulu imyotoka shale tanta masomo msebo kolorera bakashana Pahelen Kaunda palia. Those Senegalese Sene were lining up mumusebo filianga uli panganda, not in front of the school but roadside. Bale tantama amasene ukufaya baka abana kashi. Ama school girls in uniform ngaba kumona fefide ole moneka wino. They used to have their henchmen back to ma, let me give you a ride home. You know what? Those Senesenes, they were in Zambia because of emeralds. And what happened, those Senesenes, I'm connecting this issue because I'm talking about rural Zambia and what the wealth rural Zambia has for years. But despite that wealth that rural Zambia has, the rural Zambians are not benefiting from it. So that's how you see, for me, I'm an advocate to give people information to say, what is your benefit in the emeralds mine that is in your land? Do you have a mansion to show for all the wealth you are sitting on? So if those are the things, guys, just start thinking about it. It's like, okay, I was sitting and thinking, I'm like, you know what? And I was just a little girl, high school, Amasene, Bashtisha emerald, And Zambia is one of the biggest producers of emerald in the whole world. But if you look, Kalulushi, what is there to show for the wealth? Like, what is there for the people? People have to work. I have a friend from Kwankana, Kalulushi, no school, but there are minerals over there. And this thing, that was almost 30 years ago. We are here 2021. Emeralds are still there. Emeralds are still being mined, but our local communities are suffering. There is no infrastructure. There is no hospitals. The roads are bad. There is no clinics. We have generations who have lived in those areas. They just use them as miners and pay them pocket change. And they're still impoverished. So if you're to like Kanef, it's like we need leaders who will think for the people and bring development to the entire Zambia. Because that's my point number one. We want to bring development to every corner of Zambia. Because Zambian wealth must be distributed equally among all Zambians. Look, map here, United States. Look at the map of the United States. In some states, United States, desert, but the wealth is shared equally. Like everything, they have basic needs to survive. They have it. Food, shelter, clean water, electricity. Why should Zambia suffer? Why should Zambia go through load shedding? When we are in the equator, Kubikama solar panel is so cheap to install, you guys. So that's why we are saying rural Zambia, in fact, other parts of the world, the richest people live in a rural parts of the country because those are, if you have a piece of land, you have wealth, you have money. And the government gives them loans to invest in agriculture and grow food and supply food. Everyone, food is the biggest industry in the whole world because we all need food to survive. So we should be looking at a government that can fund rural people. Fund rural people. Any other part of the world, if you are in rural, you are a richest person because the government gives them money. Ukulima bali kwata landi, ama loan na bakwata, pamishi yabo, mansion yabapo. Nalienda, I've been to Europe, even small countries where they produce nothing. For example, like Ireland. I think there's only one mineral, but they have a good weather. You know what? Balima fiama Irish. Balalima bateke ngombe. Shashine ngombe mulese kati yo Zambia kalale ngombe mtown. Do you know what's happening to has put the Irish on the world map? Do you know what has put the Irish on the world map? Ingombe shashine muleseka. Because Irish, they export butter globally. Butter, cheese, dairy products. Nenama shabo, organic 100%. Ingombe sheshine mulese kati yonga masala chitechi kukabe ingombe. Other countries, that is their main source of income for their economy. Ingombe. So what am I saying? Zambia, before we even touch minerals, our land itself can take us out of poverty by giving farmers loans, educating them. You don't need to be a degree. You don't need to be a degree holder to be a farmer. Maybe nowadays, with all this new technology, farming, irrigation and stuff, but all of us, we are born farmers. So apanachirali mana nikwataka garden nda byalo msala. I am Tonga, I'm from Chikankata. So kulia tualea kumushtura lima. Naturally, we are all farmers. So we just need planning, guys. Planning is all we need to deliver Zambia. Before tatulaikata na kuma minerals. Tulande fepali lande otu akwata. Rural Zambia, you should be the richest people. Elo umuntu nga kuisa kukuli rural Zambia mkumuchita bribe. Afuya ya nama million not na akatenge. Akatenge kaya is an insult. Because they are getting millions of US dollars out of rural Zambia and coming to give you akatenge. How much is akatenge? Is an insult. So guys, we have to bring development to every corner of Zambia. That's why I want Honorable Kunda to go global on this platform. Global viral in Zambia so that every villager can hear his message because he's right there in rural Zambia and he's campaigning. And I want to work with him and train people who are willing to work with me in the Global Human Rights Alliance to give people information because knowledge is power. Knowledge will take us out of poverty. So let me know, guys. We are working. People are working. We just need to be connected, And we thank God for social media because somehow we are finding each other. So let's find each other, guys. Together we are stronger. Together we can. Together we can make it. We have the same ideas. So let's find each other and connect and fight for Zambia. Let's change the politics of greed and selfishness, of self-fulfillment. Let's turn the politics to politics of developing everyone. Looking at your neighbor and saying, my neighbor has no food. But if we have a good government, good leaders, food should not be an issue. The issue should be people should be able to choose if they want to eat pizza or rice, choices. Those choices can only happen if we empower people. And that's what we are trying to do, going to August 12. So I've talked about infrastructure. No, I didn't talk about infrastructure. So I talked about the wealth. I talked about the land. So let me talk about infrastructure. So rural issue number 1 is infrastructure. Imisewo, ama skulu, ama business, ama bridge takuli. We are seeing, imyotoka nashi jomba. In a district, in an area which is like a copper belt. And that's unacceptable, guys. It's unacceptable. Because we have the money, we have the resources, it's just management. In rural Zambia, a father carried a daughter on his head, so kumuchirusha umumana watwari umwana ku school. Really? No, guys. No. We have to say no. We have to say no to all this kind of abuse. We are actually being abused. They are infringing on our human rights. They are infringing on our human rights. Guys, Google, so the 30 human rights. Read about it, because knowledge is power. Now, we all have access to this information because of the internet. And rule number 1, heading into this election, I'm asking all of you to invest into a smartphone. If you don't have a smartphone, please invest in your smartphone. That is your weapon. If you have a smartphone, all the information will be on your fingertips. Everything that I'm saying here, I'm not making anything up. It's found on social media. It's public information. So guys, please invest into a smartphone. Google information. Go on the London Metal Exchange. See how much a metric ton of copper is valued. How much they are selling our copper. How much they are selling our gold. Guys, ingamambo kulabelenga information hii, your blood will be boiling. Mukambo kufurwa. Because now, ngamwaisa belenga copper, balesha so copper, and mwaisa coach ta convert mukwacha. How many schools can you build? And the copper kale bayambo kwimba 1800. Muma 1800 kashan man 1900. Balemba copper. Ngamwaya kulia kukuyuke wa kwino kwa batwala copper. You will see how copper yafuma mufialo muma colonies yaba queen. Efyo yachita ku London kulia. But yokulefuma copper, there is nothing. No musebo wa kwendela mole jirika. Where the wealth is coming from. Tapani fide nothing to show. And we have a few leaders. Ngabapanga fyo musebo mulusaka. Awe nishawe, we are developing Zambia. No. Ngamaya ku London kuli there is a development. But balefunya wealth kuma colonies. Mumo nefo bakula. Ama colonial masters efo bakula efyalo. Using wealth yafuma ku Africa. But if we make pari gold mine, tapari, tule waya wayafi. Imisewo tatukwete, if patala takuli, generational poverty. Eo tule foku putula. We want to end generational poverty in Zambia, please. Umuntu ba wishiwa leo chamanasha, akafuiremo na ena leo chamanasha. No. We have to have equal opportunities. Inga ulo chamanasha. Take that business into another level. Take it to another level. Let's build industries. Let's have, kujetsi, kwali jet sakali. Let's see if we can build the industry, we can commercialize ukocha manasha, development, guys. We want to end generational poverty. Bambuya bareshtisha. Tomato on the Kapiri Road. Na iwa wine, no mwana, no mwishkulu. No, guys. We are saying no to that. Ama Chinese abaleisa ku Zambia. Look at Okobafuma. You know what? China was almost the same as Zambia 30 years ago. But Chinese have taken their people out of poverty. Now baleba pele mpia. China is giving people, their citizens, money. Go out there in the world, catch 10 business. So balama Chinese baleisa mu Zambia, they are funded by their government. It's not pocket money at yobali saving MP om Chinese alisa Ali Bomba saving MP some business mu Zambia. No, guys. They are funded by their government. Ngawa ku China. Google. Nangu Wuhan ye Wuhan kwa fumine COVID. Ngamwaimona. It's like a city from the future, guys. Mu America munotamwa wana city moneka filia. These guys, they are advanced. Ama Chinese. But 30 years ago, they were being used. Americans valley to mama industries ku China. Ukula pangali if influence nombani made in China kwa America. But they took advantage of that. Oh, the research just study Americans what they are doing, the formula, they copied the formula, and now look at China. Economically, China is right there. So why can't we copy what the Chinese are doing? They are there, they're in our backyard, they're in our back garden. They are our neighbors. And it's a global world. Coming back to rural, why I'm connecting this to rural, Zambia is like umwana mururo Zambia, whether kushangombo or kochikankata, send that kid to school. Umwine equal opportunity between a child from Chikankata and a child in Lusaka should not be different. So umwana ngafumine kuchikankata mtumeni ku school umwine ngale for after asambira poka degree yakwe. If they want to go back farming in Chikankata, fine. They go back to Chikankata, they do a farm, they develop the area. There is no cheating people here. Social media is live, guys. I am a politics. This 2021 is a different ball game. Everything is in real time. Videos are being posted in real time. Umuntu ali Facebook live alelanga ifide mchitikila. So this election is a different ball game, guys. Different ilimulevo imbi because ubu fitakuli. If you are lying to people, they'll fact check you right there and then. That's one of my jobs is to fact check. I'll be fact checking them. Online. This, the truth is ABC. So one of my mission is to fact check. Just because I'm the United States. Google Shanidia. Google Live. You can see something. You can see a location in Zambia in real time. Napanga ndapamove so. Kachinga ni Google Shan mweva ichena muishiba. So this thing of kula postama comments like we are living in another world. No, ichalo chali chinja. We are one world, and information is more real time. So you better just have your facts correct. Have your facts correct or keep quiet because wala seva natuli wabufi. You don't want to have a reputation to be a liar. And you know what? Zambians is over. Because Zambians have a choice. Like I said, everyone get a smartphone, Google your information, fact check. Ngakwaiswa muntu asa mkampena, prapena lelanda, ulai taipa ifu alelanda, muli Google your research. Fact check filefio alelanda. Ngafiabufi, don't even waste your time listening to him. We don't want liars. We've had enough. We have been lied to enough. And enough is enough. They don't care about what other people are eating. What kind of leadership is that? It's like munganda mobe na ukwataban. Wabula ti wapanga naka banzwali. Abana wabe wabatan. Kafwa eni fiakuli. These are the people who are sending abana kashinomba mungu chitobu uli. Because they can't provide. Do your job. Is a parent, walikuwa tabana, do your job. Provide for your children. So infrastructures are bad. Rural Zambia is bad. And guys, if you are in rural, Mufialo Fimbiumu, people in the rural, they are the richest people in the world because they own land and government gives them loans and all these programs to grow food and feed the country. Land is a luxury. But in Zambia, people in the rurals are the poorest. How come? We have to change the situation around. There is a lot of Zambians in diaspora. Abasambilila. Abakwatama degree. I didn't even have a degree kunoko America. My education was in Zambia. But people came here and they got educated here and they have degrees here. And they are part of this economic workforce, doctors, engineers, is a talent, is waiting to be tapped into and to develop Zambia. And then I talked a little bit about education. Yes, I mentioned education. Everyone should have an opportunity to go to school. We should have a school within every 20-mile radius so that kids don't walk 3 hours to school. Or if not, remote learning. Like in lockdown in the United States, computer. How much is a laptop? Zambia can afford to provide a laptop for every student, every family. And kids can be learning online, quite by distance learning. Like the people who are really in the far areas, in isolated areas, they can do distance learning, remote learning, internet. So all these are options, guys. We are looking forward to turning Zambia around. Zambia can be a first world. In a matter of 10 years, Zambia can be a first world. We have the people, we have the knowledge. Zambians, we are good people, we are educated, we are well-traveled. And mostly, we are peace-loving. Like all Zambians are peace-loving. That's why Zambia is the most urbanized country in the region. And Zambia is growing at a faster rate than most countries in that region because of what we have. So that's why we are here, guys. And I think I'm going to end here for today. I will be coming live maybe once a week or whenever I have something to share. I will be sharing with you guys. And on Wednesday, I am featuring Honorable Kunda on Motomola TV on Wednesday at 21 hours. So it's a big night for me and Honorable. We're going to share a lot of powerful information. So, mark your calendar. April 7, Honorable Kunda and I will be on Motomola TV and we'll be introducing him to the social platform because we need to grow his presence on social media. So Wednesday will be a big night for us. All Zambians, wherever you are, if you are family, friends, get ready and look out. We'll be coming on live at 21 hours Zambian time. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope to work with all of you to change Zambia because Zambia is a good country and Zambia is a rich country and we deserve better. And I think majority of the Zambians, they are youth, they are young ones. We share, I think youths are more progressive and they are open-minded. And it's not about, the enemy here is poverty, guys. Let's not fight each other, but fight poverty. That's my ending message. It's like the enemy is poverty, For me, I am here because I saw a better Zambia. I had a better life. And I will be here until August 12 to make sure that I provide information so that our citizens can make an informed decision, and also so that I live a better Zambia. We have to speak up. Silence is violence. The way things are going is not good. Zambia is a rich country and we deserve better. And the way we can only get better is if we get involved in politics, because politicians make decisions. They decide our fate. So we have to have good politicians, people who are caring for the people, to see us through, to see us through so that we live a better world for our children and our grandchildren. I end here, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. God bless you. And I'll see you on Wednesday with the Honorable Kunda on Motomola TV. Okay, guys, good night. If you have any questions, maybe I can hang around and answer any questions before I go. I'm always good at reading comments, so if you have any comments, you can type it there. If you need me to respond, I can respond. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so you guys, some of these people, they follow a page and they're writing negative comments. Nobody's forcing you to follow a page, We are here for a better Zambia. And it's a human right for it's a human right for everyone to pick a political party of their choice. It's a right, it's not a crime. Like if I pick to be a PF, it's not a crime. It's my choice. So we should respect each other and respect our choices of political affiliation. And also, we should also respect our right for freedom of expression. It's a human right. Under the articles, the universal articles of a declaration. You can read about it. It's on the internet. So this one I'm saying, like, we have to educate each other, because I think some people think like we just have to belong to one party, or we have to speak what they want. No, it's a freedom of expression. I can speak my mind. Facebook is open to everyone. Facebook has guidelines. If you are violating Facebook guidelines, they will shut your page. The fact that this page is still running. I also work with the Honorable Matomola. His page is still running. Facebook has not shut it down because he has not committed any crime. So guys, let's just respect the laws and our human rights, and everybody stay in their lane. We are here to have mature discussion. We are not here to be insulted by anyone. And thank God the cyber bill is in. It's kind of a double-edged sword, the cyber bill. It's a double-edged sword, because some people, they were doing too much. They were insulting people, even me, Valentuka. But then because of a few people, a few bad eggs, the cyber bill it's rather too harsh. So, yeah. Thank you, guys. God bless you. Shy Ruth, yeah, tribalism is just a way of oppressing people, Shy Ruth, yeah. I talked a little bit about tribalism, so you can go back in the video and watch it. But for me, I feel 72 tribes in Zambia, they must be represented equally, either in political parties, in government offices. It must be where the government, where the positions are appointed positions, they must be represented equally. It's different. For example, if certain positions require academic qualification, then you have to review the people who have that academic qualification to consider them for the job. Now we are looking at political appointments where you don't need the basic qualification is a grade 12, and everybody has a grade 12. So the foundation is you need grade 12, and then the post should be filled based on everyone who has a grade 12, and then they line up all the tribes, tribal balancing. so that each tribe can speak for their own tribe. It's the same here, even here in America. Joe Biden, when he came into office, he said we need a Senate that looks like America. You can't have one kind of people in America when there are many kinds of people in America. Actually, we should do it by percentage. Like if it loses 20% of the total Zambian population, then the parliament should have 20% of losses representation. There are some small tribes. If a tribe has only got 1% of the total population, then 1%, So it's tribal balancing, guys. It's not rocket science. It's very easy things. People who are insisting on one tribe being in a running a government or being appointed to political positions, those are dictators. It's a tyranny. It's oppression. And we are not going to allow it. Okay, guys, good night. I'll see you on Wednesday. God bless you. Thank you so much. I love you too, Mike Ledebe. See you guys. God bless you.